author of like a few, and we each got to do a chapter. So this is my third one. It does say boldly beyond 50. All right, I'm not sure if it looks like one who's 50, but anyway. And it does say, because I wasn't the facilitator of the book, a journal basically for Black women, guides to aging, excellent. But you know, we're all aging well. It doesn't really matter what your nationality is, what color you are. So the premise of the book for me, because I've been recording on TikTok the whole time, right? So I've been here for an hour. I didn't realize that the list was that long. So it's awesome that the woman has that much talent in the room. So by the time I started doing anything, the batteries would have died. Yeah. So, no, but it's cool though, because I got a lot of good footage. So I just wanted to basically say that when people say, "Oh my gosh, you're 50?" No, I'm not. I'm actually 60, but I'm not really 60. I'm 61. So I tell people, you know, good genes, God, and coconut oil. So so my next book should just be me without the anthology and all the other authors. And I do use a lot of coconut oil in my hair, in my food, all over my body. So those are some tips. So in my other anthologies, I am a veteran, and the first one I tell the story about unforgiveness and secrets in the family. So that's my first anthology, so next time I'll bring that with me, whatever. The second one, like I said, I'm a veteran, I'm an Air Force veteran, and I served during Desert Storm. And so I came back from Desert Storm because we were stationed like in Tampa, and I was stationed in Saudi Arabia, just under that neutral zone there, and didn't have any children at the time. So me being, in church, everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, the war is gonna happen. We're gonna pray for your husband," because at that time I had gotten out and I was in the reserves, right? So everybody's praying for my husband not to have to go to Desert Storm, right? They're all doing their thing. And what happens? I get orders and I get sent to Desert Storm because I was a communication specialist in the Air Force attached to a medical unit. So it's cool. So here I am sitting in the desert. There's fleas, and women are coming in and going out as far as new people coming into our tent city, and when new women were coming in, they would come in and they would go to anybody know what MASH is? Remember the series MASH? Yeah. They would go out there and we had a certain amount of water that would be put into the tank. And so because they were new in country, they'd be out there hour long washing their hair, And so it was my turn to get to the MASH shower thing, and I put my mask on because it was like a Mary Kay consultant, so I had my mask on, waiting for my turn to get in there, have my towel and everything. Get to the thing, you pull the string, one drop of water. I'm like, oh. So anyways, when I did the whole Desert Storm thing, got back home, which was Tampa at that time, and then I acted like I wasn't in the military. I just kind of buried my head in the sand and put it all away, started having kids, blah, blah, blah. And then years later, which was around 2020-ish, I had a friend who was a therapist, and she said, because everybody's on lockdown at that time, right? She says, even therapists need therapists. Mm-hmm. So I signed myself up, went to the Veterans Hospital, got myself a therapist. And then getting the chance to write in my second anthology, I wrote about my Desert Storm experience. So one more chapter, I tell you what, you guys get a therapist, write yourself a chapter. It really is therapeutic.
Writing.
So besides the fact that I have 4 children, they're very honest. I homeschool them, and I was, my feelings were starting to come up because when you homeschool and you raise children, you put yourself aside, right? So all those things that happened to me, I kind of bury them. Then as my kids started to get older, you started to feel the stuff that I had buried. My kids did something, and I was kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I birthed you kids and you did this. And then I didn't want to call my mother who would tell everything. Didn't want to call my sister who I tell everything. And so I just went upstairs and started crying. I'm G.I. Jane. Who cries, right? You don't have time for tears. So my son walked through the room, and he's like, oh, are you crying? And I'm like, yeah, I am crying. I'm like, who's crying? He's like, what's the matter? I'm like, I just can't talk to them. So all the kids went upstairs. By this time, my son is now 19, so this was a few years ago. My oldest one just turned 30, and another one's 28, 26. So they'll go upstairs and they're standing over me. I'm like, I don't like you guys right now. You just get on my nerves. I love you, but I don't like you. And then the one child who went to, she is a psychology major. She's a second child. Not sure if anybody in the room's a second child, but they are a totally different breed. And she says, Mommy, it's okay. Just cry. let it all out, just be yourself. And sometimes we don't like you either. And so then I start laughing, and I'm crying, so anyways, if you get a chance to have a child, they humble you. They do all types of things. They make you human, and you pour into them, and then you get older, and then they pour back into you. And so anyway, so some of the tips I have in this book about getting older is definitely use coconut oil. Has to be the non-processed. Go to Fiddleheads. They have a nice jar. It's kind of expensive, but it's really good for you. You can eat it, put it on your skin. And I just tell people, because now I'm basically an empty nester. The middle daughter that I was talking about, she lives in South Korea. She says, "Well, forgive me, I served in the military, so I have a right to say this." She says, "America's the ghetto."
Oh.
So she feels safer being in South Korea. She's been there for 2 years. She's teaching English at a private Korean school. And then my oldest one just got married, so I'm going to be a grandmother. Woo-hoo! So excited about that.
Welcome.
And then the third daughter is going to school in Scotland, and don't anybody stalk her. Just say, I used to just say UK, she's going to school in UK. But she's getting her master's degree in, I guess, English literature. When you have 4 kids, you don't even care about all the details. It's like, whatever, she's going to school for something. I mean, that's better than just hanging around doing nothing. And then my third child is my son. That boy can stay home forever. You know what I'm saying? Just love that boy. So now that I'm an empty nester, I'm playing golf. So these are some of the things that keeps you young. And we can mature well. And I tell people, my husband is aging like fine wine. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about myself. You know what I'm saying? So, so for me to be out on the golf course and to be honestly, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I'm a black female. So for me to go into a golf course, you know what I mean? I might have my little outfit on. I have on my lipstick. You know what I'm saying? And I might hit all the balls, but I'm out there playing golf. You know what I'm saying? So I do that. I take some painting classes. I need to get back into painting classes, but so I do that. Those are all these things that I'm trying to keep myself young. You know what I mean? And this is my first time doing this. I did karaoke for the first time ever in August. We took my mom on a cruise, and so that was kind of fun. You just sing songs like "We Are Family," like everybody knows that song. You know what I mean? So anyway, so I like to just wake up in the morning, have slow mornings. Drink my tea, my ginger tea, and just have a slow morning. And I used to work at Mohegan Sun one time because every time I would go to do something in Norwich, I would get lost in that loop and I'd be in Mohegan Sun. I'm like, what the heck, where am I? Because once you up there, there's statue, you can't get out of there. Come on, it's like New York. No. So one day I said, as a stay-at-home mom, I said, I'm gonna go to work at Mohegan Sun. So I did that, did it for 3 years, got that badge, and I left out of there. I was like, that wasn't for me. No, I was saying that. But anyway, so now I like having slow mornings, playing golf, and what else? Let me see. Let me finally get to my chapter. See how the battery on my phone died. Just enjoying reading, taking long walks with my honey of 38 years. That's, I'm a dinosaur. People are like, you've been married 38 years and all your kids are around the same man? Yeah, you're weird. Nowadays, you know what I'm saying? That's
an account.
You know what I'm saying? Nowadays. So, what are some of the tips that I have here? Embrace your uniqueness, style and own it. Focus on health and wellness. Cultivate positive mindset. I'm always working on my mindset. Surround yourself with uplifting people. Being in a room like this. It's so creative, Check. Pursue new hobbies and learn something new. Get comfortable by saying no. I love it because no is a complete sentence. And I don't owe anybody an explanation.
That's right.
Right? Number 7, revisit your dreams and set new goals. 8, practice self-care without apology. Celebrate your experience and wisdom. Laugh often and find joy. That's it. Thank you guys. I'm here on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube under Nubian Queen Nation.
Nubian Queen.